Good afternoon. Back out again, straight off at night shift. Crackers, aren't I? And I'm out of breath a bit because I'm slightly rushing. Not because I've come out later out like that, I've come out in plenty of time, but my preferred destination of plan A, I didn't like looking at it when I got there. So then you all that's watched me Wild Boar Fell video from last week in snow might have heard me getting on about Malastang edge of it to the side, and there's 2 Dales 30 on there. Little Fell at 667 metres and Ice Heat at 709 metres. So while I've been at work this week, I've been plotting and watching weather. Looked alright. I thought, yeah, I'm going to go back to there and I'm going to have them camp on Ice Heat. So like I say, I finished work this morning, got my gear ready, set off in plenty of time. Comes down through Kirkby Stephen, that Malastang Valley to Howgill cottages, or just wait to railway or road crosses of at railway. There's a parking spot there. Pulls up, looks up to the tops, it's covered in mist, cloud base, about 550 to 600 metres. I don't like the look of that. Recheck forecast, sure enough, cloud and mist all tonight, all tomorrow morning. I thought I'm coming out, I want to see something. So a quick shufty on map, quick rethink, and area we're in now is a little bit more to the west, so that might give an idea. Checked on forecast for these particular summits, and although it's cloudy, the forecast to be clear with a little bit of sun and a half decent morning. So 30 minutes drive later, parked up and I'm off up. Any guesses? Can you tell? That's Cowtley Spout, and that great big lump behind me just off at back there is Yarl Side, and this is where we're going up, straight up upside of Cowtley Spout, round up onto the Calf. I'm going to find a pitch up there somewhere tonight, and it's just gone 3 o'clock, or 2 o'clock should I say, so I've got about 2.5 hours before sunset, which I should be alright, but I'm going to get a bit of a move on just in case, not faff about and get off up there. So yeah, that's what we're doing, straight into this steep climb. Let's get up onto the top of there. Wow, look at that. I've just come up beyond one of the steep bits, so it drops off there when it falls. Levels out a bit, then it goes again here. And I can see right up at top there's another fall at top. This is the first time I've come up here. This Howgills is just, Yorkshire Dales in general, it's an area I've ignored for far too long, and it's like I've been talking to people, it's you come across A66 and it's just so easy to carry on driving into lakes and just ignore this place, but it's stunning, isn't it? I keep saying it, don't know, but how else do you describe it? So we're going to carry on walking upside at path up here, right along edging it right up onto the top, and up there somewhere you actually cross over it falls and up onto the top, and Wild Boar Fell, the Calf, because there's a trig up there as well, that's right up over the top of it back. So I don't think it's going to take me quite as long as what I thought it were going to do, but let's get moving instead of calling. Bloody hell, we get in there with this is a right slog. bit of a rough stone staircase, just a dirt track so far, and then on a rough stone staircase that you climb. It's like that. That's where we've come from down there, look. Oh, crikey. I don't think we're far off at top now. Just right corner, and I think we're literally up on top then. So there's this sheepfold here, and I've seen this in several other people's videos. So that cairn built onto the corner there, and I can't remember whose it was, but they went into a bit of detail about who built it and why. I can't remember exactly, but it's quite a nice looking thing. Just built on corner at sheepfold, like I say. Nice cone shape to it. And then if you look inside, and I believe it's quite a popular wild camping spot, this you can see why, because it's nice and flat in here. But you can see that it's recessed in it to like a 90-degree angle into the corner at wall. That frightened the fucking living daylights out of me, that. By the Christ. So yeah, as I was saying, 90 degrees into the wall here, and as I say, I believe it's a popular wild camping spot in here, and somebody's left a bloody banana peel there, and you can see that there's been fires in that corner, which is a shame. But it is nice and flat in here. Somebody's lined some stones up there to sit on. God, my bloody heart's beating hundreds to a dozen there. Yeah, we're going to follow this gill up here. I think it's the right hand side one, and head up onto top, get up onto the calf. So we're just making his way along this alongside of this forced gill beck. Nice little walk up, nice little view looking back down. I've just come right corner there a little bit so you can't see that nice view back down there, but yeah, it's been a little bit of a slog coming up, but we're not far off at top now. That is just at the top where it levels out, and then we just cut back along top of here, and trigger at the top of the calf is just up on top here somewhere, so we're not that far off now. Right, we've reached the top. This is where the Dales Highway runs across. Tops of here. Bang. Them jets are flying about again. They've not come over us yet, but I bet they'll come back round here in a minute. So I've heard them over here, and they're over there now. I bet they'll come back round. Bloody things. Yeah. So yeah, we've topped out. Oh, this is Dales Highway. Straight over into the lakes there, look. Looks really nice over there. And I can, you'll not see it on camera, but I can just about see it's all way firth there. We've got a bit of high cloud, and then we've got a gap on the horizon. And there's already a little bit of colour just in clouds there. So hopefully we might be on for a nice sunset. Might get a bit of colour in clouds. That'd be nice. And I'm just looking at that there, and I'm sure I can see Scarfells and Great Gable, sure on it. I'm at Howgill's on the calf, or the calf is just up there, and I'm sure that is like I say, you'll not be able to see it on GoPro, but I'm sure I can see Scarfells, I can see Great Gable and Great End. Sure that is them, sure on it. Same as my last one, wasn't it, when I were over on Wild Boar Fell. Quite a few when you got in comments sort of confirming that you could see obviously Howgills, and you could definitely see Blencathra from there, Sharp Edge and that, but yeah, I'm positive that's Scarfells and Great Gable, Great End there, definitely. Right, this is it, here we are. The summit trig, the calf, 676 metres I think. It's a nice top this, some nice views. So I'm not going to hang about. I don't think I'm going to be pitching up on top of here. What I think I might do is we've got forecasted winds of up to 20-25 mile an hour gusts. It's not that at minute, it's maybe 12 or 15 maximum, but I'm in a new shelter as well tonight, which I'll show you in a bit when I get set up. But what I'm going to do is, I think I might just head over at Lee side here and see if I can find a nice little shelf somewhere, a nice little sheltered spot. I'd like to have stayed on here with view across to lakes and that and out to sea, but I'd rather have a nice little sheltered spot. So we'll have a little wander across top here, see if we can find a nice spot with a nice view down the valley, see what we can find, and I'll fetch you back in a bit. Right, well, I've just come away from Trig, which is just up there. I've just rechecked forecast, and the wind is northeasterly, northeast all night, maximum 18 to 20 mile an hour, which it's not a lot. So as we're stood here, north is that way, so it is. We're stood on top there, it'll blow straight at me. So north, east, south, and obviously west way, sun's going down over there. But it's only 3:30. Sunset is not well 20 to 5 now, so I've got easy over an hour. So what I'm going to do is, like I say, I've come away from Trig up there. I'm just joining back onto this Dales Highway path, and I'm going to go and have a look onto this other summit here. It's got a name, I can't remember what it is. I just want to have a 20 minutes, half an hour, having a little walk about. Because like I've said before, this is it's a new area to me, this Howgills, and I plan on exploring it, not just bagging the Dales 30. I'll definitely be having a little walk about and going on other summits and whatnot. And so yeah, I'm going to have a little walk up onto this one, see if there's out suitable up on top of there. I've put my gloves on and all, because temperature's only forecast to go down to 0 tonight, but obviously with that wind, it's the wind chill, the feels like, is -3, which is enough to make your hands cold. So I've just popped my gloves on. I ain't had them on all the way up, it's not been too bad, but I say once you get up onto the top of there in that bit of wind, that wind chill, you don't half make your fingers a little bit cold. I might have, no. Path's only there. Can't see there being anybody else up here now tonight, but there's a nice little looking spot just here. But I'd rather be up a little bit higher and get some views. But this is not too bad. I'll tell you what, like I say, I'm gonna have a walk up on there. But I'll earmark this little spot here. It don't look too bad, this. Slopes off a little bit down there now, but in fact it might be a little too short. Yeah, I'll fetch you back in a bit. I'm going to go up onto the top of here, see what breeze is like up there, see if there's out suitable, and I'll fetch you back when I'm up there. So a quick little update, and I'm glad I checked this, because going back to Dales 30, I said I was coming up here and I think this is Bramfell top or something just on here. That's not a Dales 30, that's something like 672. But just in front of me here, there's another summit called Calders or Calders, 674. And I thought, just gonna have a little look at Dales 30 list there. So we've got the Calf, Yardside over there, and Calders. So we've got 3 Dales 30 here. I'm glad I checked that, because if I'd have come up here and not just made this 10-minute, 15-minute walk over to this, I would not have been happy. So yeah, a lot less wind over this side as well, so as I say, I'm going to go and bag this, and I think I'm going to try and find a spot over this side somewhere and hopefully get a nice sunset over that way and a nice view at lakes. Right, here we are, Calders, 674 metres. Tell you what, it's bloody beautiful up here, this. Again, that one straight through middle here. Which one's that? Tell me. I know Ingleborough and, is it Ingleborough, Pennygent? Or Ingleborough and Whernside? Oh, it's Ingleborough and Whernside, isn't it? So that'll be Ingleborough, and that one over there is Whernside. Is that right? Like I say, I'm not that familiar with Dales. I'm into double figures now. I think I'm about 14, maybe 15, with about halfway there now actually with Dales 30, but it's a long time since I did the actual Yorkshire Three Peaks. I've done it twice, once with some friends and then I've done it for charity, and that's it's about 27 mile, 8 hours 27 minutes I did it in that. Oh, I know about that, I'll tell you. Right then, decision time. Do I stop on here or do I just go back 10 minutes walk and camp on this one here? Have a little look at edge here, see if we can find a flat spot first. Right, decision made. I'm pitching here. Wait, something to Calders is. There's a lovely flat bit there, lovely flat short grass. It's that short and flat that looks as though people have been camping there. A bit look at that. Had a little look over edge here. Path does run past here, but I can't see, like I say, I can't see anybody else coming up here at this time now. Like I say, I did drop over this edge, but it's quite boggy on there to say it's on like top of an hillside and dropping off here. It's like squelchy underfoot, so that was no good. But yeah, lovely little flat spot there. Cairn, sunset, looking out all over that lot, looking out over at rest at Howgill and a view over to lakes. Time to get beached and I'll show you my new tent. So then, there she is, the Terra Starlite 1, which has very kindly been sent out to me by Terra. It's not a winter tent, it's not a 4-season tent, it's more of a two-season tent, spring, summer, early autumn. But I've had it for a few weeks now and I've been gagging to get out in it. But as you've seen, the last 3 or 4 camps have been full-on winter camps in snow, freezing temperatures, but it's not too bad up here. Forecast for today and tonight, tomorrow morning, so I thought I'd get out with it. I've been gagging to get out with it, so this is its maiden voyage. Winds are getting up a little bit up here now. Like I say, it will forecast sort of 18-20 mile an hour, so it'll be a good little test for it. But my fingers are freezing now, so I'm going to get all my kit set up in there. Watch that sunset go down. A little bit long before that, it's dropping over that horizon. So I'm not hanging about because with this little bit of wind that's getting up, I don't know if you can see looking over that way, don't forecast, but looks like there's a bit of rain coming over that way, unless it's just low cloud. Looking over that way, we've got a beautiful sunset going on, and that sun's going to drop below them clouds anytime soon. It's just about to appear below that low bank of cloud and drop below, in between that gap at lower cloud and horizon. But even looking over to lakes and that, there's something coming, there's some rain or something coming, so I'm not going to hang about. I'm going to get me mat and everything set up, get in here. It's like I've been saying, my fingers are getting cold now, so yeah, time to retreat. Right, well, that bit of weather front's blown through. It fetched me it as well. I don't know if you can see that, but a little bit of dust in the snow. Wind's got up a little bit, probably 20-25 mile an hour there, and bit of snow with it, but it's gone now. That there's still a little bit of cloud coming over here, like, but majority on it's gone. But I think if I remember, forecast was for sort of like I was saying, 18-20 mile an hour max through night. But then a northeasterly, I think it was a northeasterly wind. But then it dies off a little bit towards midnight and into early hours, and definitely towards tomorrow morning. But then tomorrow morning, afternoon should I say, about 11 or 12 o'clock, to which point it don't matter to me because I'll be long on anyway. It switches round to a southwesterly wind and gets up again, but like I say, I'll be long on at that point. But aye, it's like I say, there were easily 20-25 mile an hour winds them, and it stood firm, the new little Starlite one. Yeah, you'll not see it, but there's, oh, you can there, look, there's still a nice bit of glowing sky there after sunset. But once I got tent pitched up, I got a quick few photos, and I dove inside and got into my warm gear, got changed and that. It's like I was saying, that little bit of wind chill, it's not half making fingers cold. I don't know if you can see it moon up there, just there. I think that's either Jupiter or Neptune just outside, innit? I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to get my stove fired up, get my centre brew on go, and what's last of this light. See if there's any more of this weather front comes over. Right, brew time. Well, I've done my usual trick of falling to sleep when I come out camping off at night shift. It's now 8:15. I don't know what time it was when I last spotted here, but I've done my usual trick. Got laid in bag, got cosy, nice and warm and cosy, and fell to sleep. I don't know what time it was I last spotted here. Like I say, I probably had a couple of hours again. So I've just nipped outside to take a leak, climb back in here. I'm going to fire the stove up now and get a brew on. I'm going to get something to eat. I've got a little bit something different tonight. I'm going to try one of these fire pots, spicy pork noodles. It's not one I've had before, so I'm looking forward to trying that. I have had fire pot meals before. I've had posh pork and beans or something like that, and the chili con carne one. Seem a bit bland like, but I'm gonna give this one a try, see what it's like. So I'm gonna fire the stove up, get a brew on, and get my tea on go. Well, as you can hear, them winds have got up. I think they're probably gusting into mid to late 20s now, might be hitting 30ish. We're supposed to die off through night, like, and certainly into early hours, like. I hope it does. I hope this don't keep up all night. It feels like it's changed direction and all, because it's coming from this side of the tent now. When I set tent up, I set it up with back end into wind like, but it's spraying on this side now, so we'll see. It is what it is. It's 10 o'clock now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get some kip, and I'll catch you in the morning. Well, good morning. It is currently 8:05. Just woke up. Been a bit of a rough night, that. Winds got up. I don't know if I was saying last night, winds were due to be sort of 25 mile an hour, but it felt and sounded a lot higher than that. So I don't know what they got up to. I certainly weren't getting that to check wind speeds, but this little Starlite one, it's had its baptism of fire, and I've got to say I'm pretty impressed with it. Never even moved. These side panels, because they're quite big panels, were a little bit flappy, but as a structure it never moved, so yeah, I'm quite impressed with it. So what we've woke up to this morning, can't see a great deal out there, I'll try and show you. Yeah, there's not a great deal going on out there this morning. I think it's due to clear from about 9 o'clock, I think, something like that. So I've got my fingers crossed we might be in a little bit of an inversion. But time will tell. I hope once the sun starts coming up a little bit it burns it off, because I think sunrise is about 25 past 8. So it's currently -1. Looks as though we've had I don't know if you saw just then, but it looks as though we've had a dusting of snow. There's a little bit of ice on tent and that, so. But first thing, I'm going to get a brew, a little bit of breakfast, and then we'll have another look outside and see what's happening. So this is what we woke up to this morning. Like I said, I've had a dusting of snow. I think it's snow, it's not. I don't think it's frost. I'm sure I had a bit of what sounded like rain on tented neat, so obviously I had a bit of snow. Bit of ice formed on tent that's dropping off. Yeah. Yeah, look. Must be snow, that. Slid off. Turned to ice and slid off. That's quite iced up there. Must have been coming from this side, because there's a lot more ice on tent at this side. Yeah, like I say, I'm really impressed with this. Wind weren't half getting it to knock about last night, but yeah, I'm really impressed with how it stood up to that wind. As I say, it's not a winter shelter. I think it's classed more as a tool season or something like that. So, but like I say, I've had it a couple of weeks now, and I couldn't wait to get out in it, and I certainly weren't taking it out in them really cold, snowy camps. But I thought tonight being as it was last night and this morning, I didn't expect them winds being as high as what we forecast like, but it is what it is. But as I say, it's performed well. And when I get home, it'll be dried out, going back in bag, and going in cupboard all late spring into summer. The weight on it's something like 1.1 kilogram or something like that. So it's a nice lightweight shelter for them summer months and warmer months. Vegetable and that's not as big as Voyager, but I managed in there last night and I will look this morning. A little bit tighter inside as well with headroom. I'm having to dip my head just a little bit, but it's not too bad. Like I say, yeah, it'll be a cracking summer shelter, that. So this is what we've got this morning. I can straight above, I don't know if you can see, if you can make it out, it's blue straight above. So it looks as though we're in a bit of an inversion, I think, quite an high one. But like I say, I'm hoping when that sun comes up or starts rising, I hope it burns it off a little bit. Might get some nice scenes, fingers crossed. Right, I'm going to get that brew. Kettle's on. I'm going to get that brew and get a little bit of breakfast. Well, it's starting to clear a little bit now. I see down into the valley here and can see over to lakes now. It's this cloud lifted. There's still a little bit knocking about. I don't know if you can see behind me there, like, but yeah, I've just had a little bit of a faff with drone. Had a little scare with that just then. I sent it out over that way, over the top, sent it out over that way, it got right over there, lost signal, returned to home, goes up in air, goes to a certain altitude, comes back to home position and then lands, so thankfully I got that back. But I'll tell you something, one thing I'm not happy with. Again, I'm filming on my little Canon G7X. This is about to go in bin, I'll tell you now. I did most of it filming coming up with it yesterday, and I mean, it's not even that cold really. I think it dropped to -1 last night. I don't know what it is now. No, it's nearly 2 degrees now. It's warming up this morning, but as I got up to the calf yesterday, there was something like 76% battery. I've got 3 batteries on. Battery 1 powered down, battery low powering down, 70 odd % battery. So I put battery number 2 in, did a few bits last night, come to use it this morning, 85% battery I think, powering down, low battery. So that, I'm rapidly losing confidence in that thing. I think a new purchase might be on the cards. Might have a look at that that new 11. I've been recommended by a few folk them enduro batteries. I'm going to perform a lot better in cold temperatures and that'll last a lot longer, but I think I might have a look at getting that 11 and see how I go with that. Meanwhile I'm still filming on that and that just keeps churning out. It's a cracking little camera that, it's just a little bit bulky with mic and everything on it. Idea behind these, in it, they're nice and compact, you can just get them out, press record, boom, and do your bits, you know, so it is what it is, but we make do, don't we? So I'm just going to finish this brew off now. I'm going to get changed and then I'm going to make a start on packing up, because it's now 5 to 10 and I've got to, I don't know if I was saying last night, I've got to go back over to the calf and then drop down off a hillside off of the follow at Dale's Way for a bit, and then there's a track that I'll pick up that sort of traverses hillside to the top end, and then I'm going to north end of Yarlside, which is another one at Dale's 30 that I'm going to bag on here. So we've had the calf, what's this one now, Calder's that we've camped on, and then Yarlside. So yeah, follow that track round, come up north flank of Yarlside and then bag that, drop that down off at Ridge off at far side and back to the car then. That'll be a nice little, my first trip into Howgill's, and I can highly recommend it. It's a place that I think I'm going to do a bit more walking in and camping in, probably in summer now. But yeah, I've enjoyed this one. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to finish this brew and I'll make a start on packing up. Right then, all packed up, bag on back. That's where I was, you know the score as always, we'll leave no trace. Other than on this occasion, we'll leave a little bit of a footprint away at tent's bin. But once that ice and that bit of frost has melted, you won't know of in here. So yeah, now I was just about to say, I've seen nobody up here this whole trip from setting off, but in the last 10 minutes or so, I've seen 2 runners come up here, so must be a bit of a popular running route, this Dale's Highway. So yeah, right, we're gonna, like I've been saying, we're gonna head back over to the calf, pick a track up that traverses hillside, right calf, then pick path up and come up that northern flank of Yarlside, bag that and then back off down to the car. So let's crack on. So this is the other summit I was on about, what we walked around yesterday. Bram Rig Top. It's 672 metres I think, this one. This was the other top that I was talking about when I was over on Calder's. Oh, there is a little countermart summit just there, look. Can you see it? But yeah, it's not a Dale's 30 this one, but I don't know whether it's classified as one at Hewitt's or something like that. I had a quick look on Harold Street a few weeks back when I decided I was going to make it a thing, doing Dale's 30. And Dale's 30 are classed in Hewitt's like, so till I have another look, I'll see if this one's on it and all. I don't think it is, but yeah, this is the other spot we're going to camp on. And I'm glad I picked Calder's now, because it feels a little bit boggy underfoot here, and it's a lot more exposed at top here than what that were over there, so I think I made the right choice. That was a better spot anyway, weren't it? Right, back onto the calf now, which is just there. And then we are going over onto Yarlside, which is that one just there. That is a Dale's 30. Let's get going. Look at that sun nice and high in the sky now. So that's looking back up to where we've come from. I've dropped down Dale's Highway here, and calf is just up above us here, but I'm following this trod alongside the hillside here. Like I was saying, it traverses round. But look at light on this ridge in the middle here, just catching. This is of course that valley we walked up here. We walked in bottom here. Top target way path is just there, junction at paths. Well, that's where that That sheepfold is down there with that thing on it. So we've got a little bit of scale of what we've got in front of us now. So this is Yarl side here. We've come along, like I was saying, we've traversed side of hill, and we're going to walk all the way down this valley, right into the bottom there, and then we're going to come up that northern flank just there, climb up that all the way up ridge, up onto the top of Yarl side just there. But looking at contour lines on the map, that is going to be one hell of a climb. That there's no actual paths on the map, no routes up, but I'm sure can't see notes on this hillside. Not that I'll be wanting to go straight up face of that like, but I'm sure once we get down into the bottom down there, I'm sure there'll be a path heading up that northern edge there, so I'm hoping so anyway. And that is going to be one hell of a climb. So this is a little spot called Howgill. This gill that comes down off at top, this is called Howgill. Nice flow of water here, and it's nice and clear and all. This is one of the things that I've quickly found that I like about Howgills. There's plenty of water sources all over. When you look at map, there's springs and little gills like this all over, and it's clear water. So that bodes well for future, and especially in summer and that. You know, like starting to think I might plan sort of maybe a 3-day 2-night route round here somewhere in summer, and it's good to know that there's plenty of water sources about and it's nice and clear. And a little dip here now, so that's looking back up where we've come down. Not too far now before we hit northern edge of this, start climbing up that there. I ain't looking forward to that. Oh. Hey, we've just come down off that path here. Drop down, there's a little converger, some little gills here, one coming down from there, the one that runs down the valley, and this one off down here. Converge here into one and take off down the valley down there. Look at that view down there. How beautiful is that? I'm loving this place, loving it. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm just looking now to see if I can find any evidence of any trods up this. So that's what we're going up, straight up that. There's some others, and if you can see that one, there's evidence of a trod straight up that one, and same there. There's one straight off up face of that, and there's even some straight up face of this one here and all, but at the minute I'm not seeing no up this one. There's a bit of a faint quad track. You can just see where it wheels off at quads flattened grass, but anyway, we've got to get up it. So head down and keep pushing. Let's get it on. Slowly but surely, slowly but surely. I think we're about halfway. What I'm doing is, little top tip for you here, if you ever come and you're climbing a hill of this magnitude, or I should say this steep, rather than going straight up, zigzag at 45 degrees. So I am making my way up slowly but surely, but walking at 45-degree zigzags, making it a lot easier on walking. I like that, rather than trying to go straight up in a straight line like this. This is absolutely knackering. Nice zigzag pattern way up. lot easier, nice and steady, and you're not blowing out your backside as much. Look at that view of that valley. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Oh, we're here. What a climb that's been. Yarl side. 639 metres. Oh, that's been some climb, that. Lovely up here though. Nice top to camp on. Glad I didn't continue around to here though last night. And I've just been looking up way up. I'm sure that lump there is Wild Boar Fell where we were last week, and that Suave Fell on the end there. So of course at back on it is Malastang Edge and Ice Eat and Little Fell, which was where we were going to be yesterday. But as I said, when I arrived down in there in that Howgill, Malastang, it were all clouded over that, so still a bit of cloud lingering on it there this morning. But yeah, beautiful views from up here. Looking over to the lakes, it looks like there's some low cloud hanging over irons over there, and it's certainly clouding over coming from that way now. Wind's coming now more southwesterly. It has changed direction, and if you look at all them clouds at back in it, it looks as though it's been bringing a bit of crap weather. So we've not got long to walk off of here now. We just followed ridge down off the edge of here, followed it down, and then we're more or less back at car when we drop down into the bottom. So not far to go, maybe another half an hour, 40 minutes walking. So let's get on. So I don't know whether you can see that, but just as we're dropping over edge here, that's looking down at Cowley Spout, just in bottom there. Can you see it? That's the route we took upside of that, all the way up that valley, then right up onto the top, up onto the calf, back down, looking back up onto Calder's up on top there. And that's a right view on it from here, and if I'm quiet, might not be able to hear it because of wind, but I can actually hear it. Right then, so we've got this bit of a cracking view looking back that way. The rest of them fells over that way, looking back to Cowley Crag just there. And that beautiful view down valley there are all them fells that I don't know what names are. So yeah, I'm only got to drop off down here now, down to where it's Cross Keys isn't that far, is down at the bottom. I can see it car, so we're not far off now. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here while we've got that view. So thanks for watching as always, take care out there, and I'll catch you on next one.